what I'm gonna do is just give you a little tour and show you how I have this set up, because when I replace somebody like this guy, I'll be able to throw them onto a kiln, level them up immediately, see if their perks are any good, and then throw them away, or it'll be a quick and easy thing because I am still in bronze armor and I don't have the capacity to farm level 50s right now. So the reason why we want an efficient base at 100% automation is so anytime you need new materials, you can just go to a bench and set something up to go. You don't want to wait. You don't want to have to go and farm materials. You just want it to be able to go. First, we start with our gatherers. Now let's see. The lumberjack is working, the miner is working, and our harvester is working. And the reason they're working is because they have a constant flow of tools. Right now, the harvester has 2 extra tools, the miner has 2 extra tools, and our lumberjack does not have any extra tools. And that is set up because I have timers set to create 1 bronze tool every couple of hours. I can probably increase the bronze one to like 2 hours and 30 minutes. I don't like that it automatically turns it on, but what can you do? This one, we want to look at the lumberjack's tool to see how far it is. Almost done. It's a legendary axe, so it's got quite a bit of durability left. What is that? Maybe 10%. And then in an hour, he'll probably run out. So what we'll do is I'm going to lower this to 2 hours and 40 minutes. It'll throw one in and it'll be available when that tool actually breaks. So as long as these guys are working consistently, that means that the collection boxes are all going to be completely filled up. These are not, because I spend most of this material letting these guys level up. The cook is at level 50, so he doesn't need to be on the kiln anymore. So I can actually remove him, and we're going to look for his thing, and we'll put the last 2 points into perception, and he's done. Level 50. The only 2 left are my 2 combats. Alpha Strike is almost done. Alpha Defense, I'll probably get rid of him. Anyway, when I farm a guy, all I need to do is throw him onto a kiln. Oh, I guess I need to unlock that. I had to redo some points, but because I'm messing with iron now, and I didn't have enough points. Anyway, I throw him onto a kiln, and then as I'm doing the farming, as I'm doing other stuff, they're going to level up. He's going to use up all of the branches, all of the logs and stuff that the harvester is using. So the harvester always has a space to put the logs that they're collecting. I don't know if it's he or she. So that takes care of the harvester. In regards to stone, I'm running out of reasons to use stone, but one method is to use lime in addition to charcoal. But I have this box full of lime, and it's not really used for a lot of recipes, so it's just there. There is also, where are you at? Oh yeah, there's also a lot of there's also a lot of flint. I think I'm lagging out. It's going to disconnect me, but I can use the flint to make bricks, and then I can use the bricks to make foundations and things to make those temporary farming locations. So I mean, there's where the stone can go. Unfortunately, there isn't a whole lot of other uses for stone and flint that I've found. What's odd is that stone powder fertilizer doesn't use stone at all, and this is upsetting. So there's that. Anyway, the last one is the harvester. Now the harvester actually is probably the least useful. I was able to grind out the weaver. So the weaver has weaving. I was able to grind out max weaving by making just a crap load of thick rope. This person was making all of the vine. I guess I could have used the linen also, but the harvester collects so much garbage the vine, the fiber, the thatch, and none of it is used very quickly, right? It was just way too much. The aloe leaf, I have healing mats for days, and I've only recently started making the plant essence because it needs, what do you need? Sulfur powder, and I just found that the other day. The cashew is growing in the farm, so the harvester may be somebody that I replace because the materials are so easy to get. The vine, the thatch, and the fiber, because you can just get it from farming, right? It is not even necessary. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to turn off the harvester. I'll just take them off of it. I think I'll have to do it this way and see if they're even necessary. Are they necessary? Because maybe the gardener will make more than enough. Maybe the gardener will make more than enough of those materials since they're so easy to collect. They're going to be on the leveling kiln. They may not even be necessary, so I'll just leave them there. And I guess in the meantime, I'll see how long these materials last because I have the gardener, and the gardener should be collecting these things on a regular basis. Now, I have a few other plants that I don't know what I need. I don't know what I need to grow. I have a tremendous amount of stuff. Maybe cashews. I maybe double up on the cocoa fruit because I don't have a whole lot of that available. Actually, maybe I'll open up the cocoa fruit. I have one down there that I need to get rid of, and then I just have this one plot here. But the growth is so long, and you get so little from it. But this is just, I don't know, this is rapid growth. So you know what? I think I will. I think this is set up for peanuts. I don't have any peanut seed. I'm going to change this to cocoa for now because I don't need anything for cocoa. And then I'll change this one. I'll change this one to cocoa fruit. And yeah, I'm just going to turn all of these, since that growth is so slow, I'm going to turn all of these into cocoa fruit. Let's see. I have plenty of cotton being made. The agave is very slow, but I don't use a lot of tequila, so we'll just go from there. Corn is pretty ridiculous. I'm using less tomatoes now. I have another cocoa tree here. So the quinoa, we make a lot of quinoa. Like I have more than I need. Same with potatoes. The potatoes are good because they just automatically replace themselves, but it's a lot like the cocoa fruit. It's just cocoa grows really slowly. Cashew for oil. But now we'll run this experiment. We'll see if I run out of fiber, vine, and thatch and all of that stuff. So the harvester is basically taken care of. We'll see if a late game harvester is even necessary. I don't think it will be, honestly. I don't think it will be. And even if it is, I can just send another gatherer to harvest something temporarily because you get so much material from harvesting. So because of the automation, right? Our gatherers are always working and they gather their materials. And then we have certain stations that use up those materials reliably so our gatherers don't stop working. They always have a place to place their stuff. Now, the weaponsmith, if we want to grind out weapons and that skill, I've decided, I'm not sure if it's the same for you, that the throwing weapons are the best grindable material. There are also arrows, but I like doing both. You can do both arrows and the throwing weapons because, like for my miner, the gatherers, the miner specifically, they all go by strength. Perception is for bow damage, strength is for throw damage, and so it just makes sense to use throwing weapons for these guys. So I can grind out arrows and throwing weapons for the miner and the archer in order to grind out weapon levels for this guy. The miner will then go and get ore for ingots, which I need to go and get tin, and that will create enough material to grind out both the weapons and all of the tools that they need to grind these out. And I'll probably watch this. They only have 2 more slots, so I might need a different box for this, but I'll keep an eye on that. That covers the kiln, that covers the miner, that they always grind out, the craftsman grinding out bricks, maxed out their skill. So when I move on to the harder stuff, they are, never mind. They need to stay on the thing, don't they? Nope, this is somebody different. Tool output. I actually didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Tool production speed. The quality probably would have been better. I don't need a higher tool output. I've decided that craftsmen, they don't need the tool output. Yes, you save on materials, but if you're going for efficiency, you just need to make 1 tool and then the guy makes it. So I guess with that high of an output, I'll just have to really increase the time that these things are set to. So that's something else. But in the future, or if I level up another craftsman, I'm not going to be using tool output percentage. Production speed, maybe. The quality, probably unnecessary for bronze at least. But then when you get to iron and steel, I'll probably do that. But the production speed is probably what I'll do instead of tool output, because farming the materials is easy material to make one, and these aren't things that you need multiples of at a single time. So it's deciding, my juggling act here is deciding. See, the miner's on a work break. Why are you on a work break? The miner might, no, the miner's far away. When the miner's far away, it just tells me they're on a work break. The game doesn't know that they're working, but they're working. Let's see. Okay, so let me recap here. These guys are leveling on the kilns. Those 2 are almost done harvest. We stopped them from harvesting. We're going to see if our gardener makes enough harvesting materials to cover their job. And this guy is our Fang leveler. I'm going to start harvesting people to find a good Fang tribe archer, preferably. So they can level constantly. Our weaponsmith can make any number of weapons. Now let me see. At that point, we have to feed them. And so since all of these people have different tastes, what I essentially do here is automate the food. And then they come and they grab it out of the dining table when they're hungry. And I make sure that I have some of each of what they like, right? The meat people like the meat stuff, the veggie people like the veggie stuff, and then the alcoholics will drink the wines, right? And then like I'll just make some stuff to order for me, like the jerky, preferably. Actually, I should probably set up a couple of these. Do this like every 12 hours or something. I don't eat these a lot. I don't eat these as much as I should. I need to start making the mods also. So we have the gatherers working constantly, the crafter making the tools every couple of hours, around the time when the workers' tools break. The materials that they put away are all being used by one form or another. And then we have the cook cooking stuff on a timer in order to feed everybody at the same time. Now, the one thing that I have problems with are keeping these guys happy. And that's where the fruit juice comes in, honestly, which I need to give both of those guys a bunch of juice. If they don't have a like that I can cover yet, just spamming juice will get their morale up, and then they, for some reason, will be happier as a result. Oh, you already had juice. So let's make you eat one, because this will raise mood, and then their juice also. The juice gives them the most mood, which is odd. Or maybe it's the mead, but like after 2 drinks of mead, they start stumbling around. That's kind of funny. Oh, hey, look, mead. And so some of these, like, I don't need to worry about them too much. And then everybody else has a like, or they just enjoy their work, one of the 2. So that's a possibility. I don't have their sauced meat or like snow, and they don't like carrots. Things like, it's just random. The perks are random. Anyway. The only things that we need to worry about now, the only things that I need to worry about now are the things that can't be farmed in this area right now, which my main concern is actually salt. And now I'm moving up into iron, so I need to start doing iron, salt, iron, phosphorus, sulfur, the stuff that the miner has to go out and get. That stuff is stuff that I need to farm, and the miner needs to be decent in order to mine that up. So right now, for my next mission, is to find a Fang tribe miner with the poison resist ability. This way, he can go into these poison areas fine and mine out the iron, so I don't have to worry about that. So that's my current mission. And in the meantime, if I find harvesters or loggers or anybody else that can replace the ones that I have now, or the fighters that can be replaced, that's part of my mission also. Let's see. So yeah, even now, when I go find a Fang tribe person and they're like 27 or level 30 or whatever, I throw them on a kiln. I can level them up very quickly and efficiently. Well, I guess it would be more efficient if I gave him the quinoa food, which I'm just going to give him one right now. And then as long as he's working, at least for the next 30 minutes, his body experience is going to go up really, really fast. And he's working on that constantly. Let's see. Bang. Proficiency, kiln. He's already at 90, dang. And we'll set his speed up to the max. And he's as high as he can go for what he is. And he'll be grinding out all of this coal and gaining levels as he does so. Now, he would go faster if I sat there and AFK'd with the mask on him, but who wants to do that? I want to go out into the world and do stuff. So, in the end, that is basically where the efficiency is in my base. I'll build a small little outpost in order to farm more tribes people. And I think I've made a video on that. And that's what I'll do in general, especially what I need to do now. But now that I think about it, I'm going to take the Alpha Strike to the robot place, farm up another portal piece, so I can just take a portal to that area. Nobody's doing anything, but that's why I moved the bonfire down so I can move the portal up here. It looks super sweet up here. But yeah, I don't have it connecting anywhere, and I haven't used this yet. I might need to kill the ape. I've heard that I have to kill the ape in order to actually use the portal, which doesn't make any sense to me. But I mean, if I have to do that, I have to do that. No big deal. Next is the frog, and I'm well on my way. I have a good plan to go and kill the frog. So I think that's it. I think that's it for the base. There's a handful of things that I have to go out and get manually, but thanks to the carrying capacity of the llama, I can carry a lot of it and bring it home. When I found the iron, I was actually looking for salt ore. I just got distracted. So I'm gonna head back and get more salt because I need that for all of the food that I make. After I get the salt, I'm gonna establish the base, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna farm the Fang tribe until I find a miner and an archer that are satisfactory. And I'll hope that when they level, that they'll be good enough. Yeah, I need to find one that's good enough. They don't need to be perfect. And then I take them and I fight the fog frog after I use the miner to gather more iron. And that's the plan. Because once I get iron, I should be able to take on some of these places more reliably. And then I don't have to level them up as much. I can get crafters from this big flint fortress or this little flint one over here. And then same thing with the plunderers. I can get more iron ore or have an easier time in these ruins. I had to turn around the other day because I got to the end and I didn't know how big it was. And I had to turn around and fight my way out. That was a nightmare. Anyway, adventures. So that's the plan. That's my automation base. That's the automation that I have in this base. And yeah, it's pretty well set up. I'm gonna see how that experiment goes with the gardener, and if you're interested, I'll let you know in a future video. But for now, this is my base, at least my rainforest base that I started as soon as I can make bone stuff. Now that I'm moving into iron, it might be time to move to a new area. And there's a spot over here that I think I want to try building a treehouse, which I think will be a lot of fun. But I'm not sure if I want to do that because I need my guys to be able to farm. So there's also a spot in the beach that this looks pretty nice, and it's close to the Fang tribe. So I could do that too. Yeah, because this spot and over here are actually really nice spots by the beach, and it's right next to the salt pan, so salt wouldn't be a problem. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll build a new base in that area. Then I have 10, and then I have copper up here. I don't even need a lot of 10. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. That's what I love about this game, is like you can make a plan, and then all of a sudden it turns into a myriad of other things and tasks that you need to do. But my entire tribe is armed to the teeth. They're all ready for combat, so there are some things I wish they would change about Soulmask, but I'll talk about that in another video. Anyway, that is about it. That's the automation in my base, as long as I didn't forget anything. So let me know what you think, and if you have any questions about the base, I'll answer them in the comments below. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I covered everything. So the biggest thing is just to use the timers. Honestly, use the circulation timers to figure your stuff out, and once you do that, you can just have a base full of 50s like I do, because they're all 50. Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's it. You're welcome.